Good day, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the System Podcast. There is a special series which will be having some discussion with the contestants of the Bahrain University Medical Students Association, specifically those contesting for the for the office of the president. So today we have a very interesting and exciting guest with us. He's at the 500 level MBBS of Bar University Kano, and he's one of the contestants of the Bumsa election. So I would like you to introduce yourself formally, your name and how you are known politically to everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm really excited and delighted to be part of this episode of the System Podcast. I am by name Abdulmalik Abdullahi, and I'm politically known as elmerleek.
Thank you very much for that brief introduction. And also would also like to know from which state are you?
So I have dual states. I can say I'm from Kano, and as well I can say I'm from Jigawa. And that's by the way, but let's just leave it like that. I'm having this dual citizenship, can I say so, indigenship. And
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for that. And now we'll go to the next session, which our question will actually cover what the podcast is meant to be, which is the first question will be on the vision and goals. So I'd like to know, what is your vision for the Bahrain University Medical Student Association?
well, I can say my vision is to provide a room for all Bumsa, because what I believe is that when we say Bumsa means Bahrain University Medical Student Association. So it's made for medical students in general. It doesn't matter where you are coming from, which tribe are you, or which religion are you. So we are trying to bring maybe a situation or a room whereby the voice of everyone that is a student or a medical student of Bahrain University could be heard, and their choice, or I can say their opinions, will now be honored and provide them with what they exactly want.
Oh, okay. Okay. So with regards to the theme and the question I just asked, in that case, you've given us your vision. So what is your three main goals, if you are elected, with regards to your vision?
Actually, I have a lot of them, but you can sum up everything to maybe eight specific goals that I want to achieve if given the opportunity to lead Bahrain University medical students. One of them is about the welfareism of the students, because that's the key thing that needs to be addressed in the first place. And the second thing is about inclusivity. For whatsoever you want to do, you need to include people, hear from them, because what makes the things to you as something that is affecting the students, or the student doesn't want, may not be exactly what they exactly want. So inclusivity is needed. And then the second thing is about capacity building, where, as we all know, as the current trending topic on social media about skills rather than just degree. Capacity building is something needed for someone. Being you a medical student doesn't mean to limit yourself to only books, bedsides, ward rounds, and things of that nature. You need to build your capacity where in 21st century, this exposure is needed in subsequent working place or something of that nature that one will found himself after graduation. That's the second thing. And then the the fourth thing is about boosting the name Bumsa. To me, I feel very discouraged and hurt at the same time when I am in a meeting or I attended a gathering that combines many different MSs. That's maybe during NIMSA or any other activity. And when I was asked, or I am asked about my MSc and MSc, I am from BUMSA, people will be like, what's BUMSA? I'll be like BUK, things of that nature. So BUMSA names needs to be at least put at the level that anyone can at least hear BUMSA and say that, yeah, this is the associations of medical students from Bayero University. And the second thing that I want to do if elected is to improve the level of partnership that BUMSA is having, be it internally or externally. What I mean by internally is among the existing partnerships we are having, maybe with our faculties, departments, the hospitals management and things of that nature, and among the philanthropists that are here in among our teachers and lecturers. And what I mean by externally is about maybe non-governmental organizations, philanthropists outside the state governments, and even the other sister associations that could be around, because that would drive a lot of benefit to BUMSA and BUMSite in general. And also, as part of the goals that I want to make sure that I work on is empowering the executives that are at all sides, because we are having 2 campuses here. So, and most of the activities of BUMSA normally happens here in the clinical site, which is the AKTH campus. And I think the best way to solve that is to empower those people over there at the Kabuga campus, so that at least BUMSA will be there also. Their opinion will be heard and their problem will be solved based on that. And maybe I can say the last thing or the 8th thing that I also wants to work on is social and sport activities. We are all into these medical schools. We know how taxing the study is and the time that it's consuming. So we need some social and sport activities for us at least to relieve ourselves from 1 or 2 stress, something of that nature. And maybe the last thing is about the academics, because that's what brought us all to BUK, and that's what gives us the opportunity to run into the office. So we want to work on that actually, because people need at least guidance, mentorship, tutorials, and also many a times, because we'll be running an association now, there will be inter or intra-quiz competition or something of that nature. That also is something that needs to be looked into, and we, inshallah, are going to work on it if given the opportunity. These are just, I can say, a summary of some of the key things that we want to work on. And if you need details on anyone, you can pick it up, then inshallah I'll try to explain the development.
Thank you very much for this elaborative answer. I have been able to jot down almost like 9 or 10 specific goals that you wish to achieve. So we will not, as time will not permit us to really go through all, but I would like to just take one, which I feel it's very important to the students and us in particular. You talk about welfare. So I would like you in brief, very brief, to tell us, like, how will you achieve this welfare? Because sometimes it's not all about saying it, it's about planning. You've been into this thing before, so how do you think we will achieve some of this welfareism stuff for the student?
Thank you very much. And with that regard, I think I was quite fortunate to be the immediate first Secretary General of the associations. And during the last elections, one of the things I also promised to work on is about the welfareism of the students. So when we came into office, what we observed is that there are a lot of things that are happening around the area of welfareism. There can be some of, let me say, 4 things. One is about water. 2 is about light. Or if I can put it this way, because the current situation is like light, then water, Then we have hostels, allocations of bed space, and sometimes the management of the hostels. Then maybe health issues regarding this, what do they call this? The enrollment of people to activity or something of that nature. So when we come into office, what we observe is that there are issues regarding water, which we did give into. Then we realized that the water, like some background noise, I saw a person that is
clear now.
Yeah. So when we come into office, when we realize that there is problem with water over here in the AKTS campus, what we did was to investigate and see, yes, what exactly is happening. That there's not enough water over there.
Okay. I'm with you. Yes, I'm with you.
I'm gonna say, right? Okay. So when we check, we investigate what exactly is happening, we realize that there are a summer over at the back of the B. There's normally something like the water. I mean. So the water is coming from town, and then the water level is too low. The summer is not cannot form seeds the way it's supposed to. And then the water levels also over there very low, things of that nature, and maintenance as well. So we worked in collaboration with the SUG, student affairs, and others concerned individuals regarding that. And Alhamdulillah, there was borehole that was drilled around the football field, and the tank was put on around the lava source. You can see it's a new project that was commissioned by the Dean Student Affairs recent. And we did not stop only there. We also engaged the student union government regarding the repair of that summer at the back of the reservoir. It's a reservoir that can, if repaired, can augment this water scarcity we are having. Unfortunately, this was passed through the SIA, that's through student represented to assembly, but that wasn't implemented. And these are the things that we want to ensure that since at least this has been put into project, then let's follow it up. We have been following up, but you know how things work there in Nigeria, but with continuous effort, I believe that would also come into fruition. And when we feel like that one will be like very difficult, we now go to ASFAP to look into the matter also. So we invited some companies to come and survey the place and see the potential sources of water over there. They identified about 4 to 5 of them, and we submitted a report to ASFAP to construct a borehole drilling along S block, around S block also, which inshallah will be commissioned anytime. Because the documents are already with the procurement department of Bahrain University managing them. So I believe anytime that they release the letter, the document again, the project will be commissioned. That's about the water stuff. When we come to the hotels, when we come in the issues regarding hotel allocation, some people are in our hotels, then they'll be asked to move out, new people will be coming in. We have been putting pressure on the students' affairs and all other concerned individuals, not only our father, or I can say grandfather, Baba Borodu, Amin Zakari, and a lot of them actually. Through them we were able to secure an increase in the debt space allocation, and there was even a move to have a separate hostel block for medical students. Although that has now been, I can say, approved completely. At some times it was approved, and then later some issues arised, and these are also part of the things that we want to work on when we assume matter of it, that at least we follow it up and see where exactly the problem is. So I believe that effort that we put there is with at least reduce or not almost completely the problems we are having over hostels and other things. Regarding light issue that is currently affecting the members over here, we have met with the school management over from time by time. We discuss about it actually. The problem is something that I don't want, because sometimes you have a meeting with people at the top. What they will tell you is not exactly what you wanted to like relate to people or to members of your association. But it's quite unfortunate how medical students have been treated here. And currently we are working with it. Like today, I met with SVG president regarding the issue, and he assured me of a lot of things which I believe the university management is putting in efforts, but that's not enough, sufficient enough to solve the problems we are currently having. And we are dividing some means to alert them that these things that they are doing is not exactly what we want, and will not solve the problem that we are currently having. Regarding the health issues that I have raised also, what we want to do is before Bonfa used to have the committee that normally looks into this. You can see there is a student center around the academic area, which was built within the 1 year upkeep that was not used by one state, previous state that we had here in Bonfa. So how do they do that? They normally follow up all the things, because this is like an insurance that we are paying through our central registration, and the money, if not used, is returned back to the university. So this is something that we have to look into. Is these things really working? Is there any way that boom cells will benefit there, and is it even effective? If it is not, then we can maybe complain to the people that what is expected for an insurance company to be providing, or something of that nature. And also regular or timely enrollment of members also is something that we have to look into. Because sometimes people will be here over months and without them being enrolled or something of that nature. So these are also part of the things that we want to look into to improve the welfare of students over here. And I believe these are not the only things, but by providing solutions to this, at least we will solve like 40 to 55% of the welfare issues that we are having here. And I believe as time goes on, there are a lot of things that will be rising up, coming up, and when the time comes, we'll look into it and see what we can expect.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. I can see you have much experience with this. So the next question that we have is that now, can you kind of like highlight as an old ESCO, can you highlight some of the challenges that is happening between the BUMSA executive that you can portray that mostly happen?
Challenges, is it among the ESCOs or challenges that we face when we come in?
ESCOs, like for example, let's say for example, the House of Representative of Nigeria, let's say, when the representatives come in, there will be some consistent challenges that normally happen in between the people. So the president of the house have to know how to challenge those problems, how to know how to solve those problems. So you have to be equipped with those knowledge. So we want to know, do you know some kind of those problems that normally occur between the members, and how will you work on those challenges?
Yes, I do. And I think this is also part of the experience when we assume in office. There are a lot of challenges recently regarding the executive. We say that someone is interfering with their work or something about it. I believe I had this experience. And the most thing I think to solve this is to first look at what exactly a particular person is expected to do. Sit down with them. Maybe after winning the election, even before inauguration. Let everyone know what exactly his office can do, or what capacity he has. Try and explain to them, even if they don't like understand what exactly this is. Let the votes of you, maybe the present and those serving under him, to come into a common term that this and this are part of my work. I'll be the ones handling this. If I do not do well, then I'll be held responsible for this particular thing. That's one. The second thing is maybe during duration of committee. Sometimes you see that there is an executive for a particular sector or area. For example, let's say there will be fourth director, and at the same time there will be fourth committee. So when making the fourth committee, there may be an interference of work between the fourth director and then the fourth committee or something of that nature. So the best way to avoid that is maybe things that has to do with fourth. Let's comes together with the sport director and decide, even if I'm not giving him the total power or the overall power of him nominating someone, because maybe I have something or what the specific goals and have. So let's come and discuss. This and this are what I want, and you can also bring your own. If we agree on this, let's look for someone that can deliver. Agree on that then and proceed with anyone that is nominated or something of that nature. I think following these two things, asking them what exactly they want, or telling them what specifically is their role, and then agreeing on things that you have common interest in, and maybe hearing from them, maybe engaging them in making decisions to solve major problems that would arise in after assumption of.
That's nice. Thank you very much for that answer to that question. Now, the next question we'll have is, what do you believe? The next question is, effective leadership involves both leading and collaborating with others. Now, how do you plan to foster a collaborative environment within the BUMSA?
Collaborative environment, I would say, is in 2 or 3 ways. One is collaboration between the executive and themselves. Sometimes you see that an executive wants to execute a project or something of that nature, but he needs hands from or a housing hand from other executives. Being the immediate past secretary general, I have been in almost all offices doing one or two things. Typically, I can see for the welfare of the student, when I talk about pushing things that has to do with increasing bed cells, separation from hostels, medical student hostels, things of that nature. I was at the front together with the welfare director of that time, fighting for this particular one. That's one example. We have did a lot in the aspect of academic committee work, things of that nature. We have had AI symposium, we have had ECG workshop, we have had public lectures, things of that nature that have to do with maybe registration, things that are related to IT and other things, which I can say to some extent, and normally give my helping hand in that regard. So to me, collaboration that from among the members that are forming the committee, the only one that gives a helping hand would extend that. The second thing is collaboration among the executives and then the members that forms the association. What I feel is that there is a need for that because some committees that you may want to form, you cannot like execute everything yourself. You have to engage other people. So by collaborating with them, like there are people that have talents. Maybe it's graphic design, maybe it's video editing that you want to have like a show or a house talk that you want to record and upload on your social media handles. There are people that are good at that. Collaboration will now yield a result that would maybe in fact the community not only of Bomsa but of Kano State or Nigeria at large. Then I'll also see collaboration in other aspects as collaborating with internal and external bodies, maybe the faculty, the management of AKTH, other department in conducting one or two workshop or project or something of that nature, maybe engaging some NGOs in one or two projects that you want to do. Of that nature. So I'm seeing collaboration in these three aspects, and inshallah, these are things that we want to work on and see an effective collaboration during our administration.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much for that. Now, the next thing we would like to know is, what new initiatives or improvement do you plan to introduce to enhance the experience and opportunities for medical students within the BUMSA?
The innovation, I can say, we have had, where I can say we have a site already. The site is meant for people to call even a bachelor suggestion. If people wants to give in their suggestions, opinions, contributions to BUMSA, and we made it in such a way that any person can send in his comments or contributing anonymously. Because when people want or have an idea that they want to tell to you, or maybe they have seen something that you are doing which is not right, but they cannot touch you and say it, or they even don't want someone say it to someone, so that, and maybe at the end of the day, you may have that they are the ones that say this. It's designed in such a way that someone can send in his suggestion, compliment, even if you say them directly to the office of the Secretary General. That's when I was the Secretary General. So I designed it in such a way that once you send it, it will reach out to the Secretary General in just a second, and then that would be acted upon. I think regarding innovation, we want to improve that, and we have seen how the effectiveness of this, and we have seen some life switch off. We want to work on that and to make sure that we improve that thing. Regarding and apart from also part of the innovations that we want to introduce, BUMSA is MFF's competitors, because as I said earlier, we want to push the name BUMSA. So one of the ways that you can effectively engage other MSS. There you can achieve. You are now boosting the name of BUMSA. You are now giving your members an avenue or environment to collaborate and network with other students from medical students from other medical student associations. And then at the same time, you are now engaging in doing an academic activities that would improve your members with other MSS members as well academically, because it's an inter-medical fixed competition. And for the improvements also, we want to improve on the publicity, because this is something that I think BUMSA lacks. And if you work on that, that would not only like sell the name of BUMSA, but it will bring opportunities to BUMSA as well. Because sometimes there will be some NGOs that wants to conduct an outreach or do one or two things that wants members or that wants people to participate in medical students. Then they can easily reach out when they see your activities that these guys are into this already. So let's invite them or let's engage them in this and that. And even when it comes to solicitation maybe or trying to collaborate with them, publicity is one of the things that may look into, because you may be reaching out to an NGO or a philanthropist for the first time, maybe introducing yourself as Bonsa. The next thing maybe after you leave that place is for him to stay and see whether there is something in Bonsa that exists before original or something of that nature. So I think publicity is something that we also need to work. And then members engagement, because whatever you want, if your members cannot engage you, you want to have an institute workshop or maybe a workshop, a symposium, a seminar, public lecture, but your members are not interested in it. So these are things that we want to work on actually. And the one thing very important to me actually regarding this conversation is Bumsa Enterprise. Bumsa Defense and Solicitation. It has been the tradition for the past years. He wants to have an enterprise whereby we can be selling things and generating money to Bumsa. That's not the only thing that we will be selling. We'll be selling our products. We know that some of our members are into business also. To improve it, but to engage them so as to improve their participation. We also want to maybe initiate a way whereby we will be advertising their products also on our social media platforms. In that way, it will be engaging. People will now know that yes, Bumsa is actually doing something for us. It's providing us an avenue for us to showcase our products to the world in at large. Because our social media handles are meant for almost everyone to like, follow, and comment and share any post that we made there. These are some of the things that we want to innovate and improve in some aspects also as well.
Thank you very much for this engaging interview. But before we leave, I have a last question. You know, if you take the medical school, the HHH itself, you know, medical students, MBBS are the majority, but we do have other students. So do you have any form of program that you might do or you might think of do that would involve other students?
Yes, I do. Not only some programs, but we want to engage them in almost all of our activities. Improvement of welfare, because we are more like, there is nothing as at now like in medical student hostels. We are living together. So whatever we want to be, we are trying to do, it involve them, whether directly or indirectly. The best thing I think even should do is when we come and we want to do this, because there is this could I say limitation that we have faculty, I can say faculties, and we have college. So for us now to have or to I can say benefit more from the college, it will be better if we can unite ourselves together, maybe president of each faculty, because Bumsa is having a dual I can say function, Bumsa president and faculty president as well. So we have 3 faculties over here. Clinical science, faculty of dentistry, and faculty of allied. If they can come up together, form like a group, like anything that has to do with students or affairism or anything of that nature, we can approach the college that these are what our people want. It's better for someone to wear as single-handedly as Bumsa present. Faculty will be seeing it as mirrors. These are concerns of only students studying MBBS. Other students are okay with it. So uniting our bodies and going to make sure that we engage almost everyone along will benefit the people that we are living together and the Bumsa also in general.
Okay. Thank you very much for that nice answer. So now we come to the end of the program. I'd like to thank you for taking part of your time to be here. And we are happy with all what you have said. This is a very good and bright intention. So we wish you success in the forthcoming election. Thank you very much.
Th- Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure being here, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.